Well, it's a scary diagnosis that can halt an athlete's sports career, but most of those who play sports and have genetic heart disease can still play ball, according to an early study. In today's Health Watch, Mandy Gaither has more on that research and why the study's senior author says with diagnosis and treatment, elite athletes can often continue with the sport they love.
The reports are rare but alarming. Elite athletes experiencing heart problems or even suddenly collapsing during games.
The notion has been out there for 3 decades plus that unless your heart is perfect, no sport's for you.
Mayo Clinic cardiologist Michael Ackerman says athletes with diagnosed genetic heart conditions should not be automatically disqualified due to their health conditions.
If you have a diagnosed heart condition that has been evaluated, carefully evaluated, well treated, and you have been counseled in the approach of shared decision making, that you can return to what you love.
Ackerman's senior author of a study that hasn't yet been published in a peer-reviewed journal, but for an average of 7 years, researchers followed dozens of elite athletes from a variety of Division I and professional sports. All had a diagnosed genetic heart condition and were cleared for return to play. Of the 76 studied, 3 had cardiac events after being diagnosed and treated, either fainting or a shock from an implanted defibrillator. None of the athletes died, and most continued their sports career with no heart-related events.
It's a great message of hope and empowerment that it's now partly in your court.
Ackerman says athletes should know their story, speak up if there are concerning symptoms like suddenly fainting, and know your family history. Are there warning signs or unexplained deaths? Then work with your healthcare team to decide if continuing sports is right for you. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Most of the athletes in this study were initially disqualified from competing by their primary provider or institution after their diagnosis. Most ultimately opted to return to play with no restrictions after undergoing comprehensive clinical evaluations and talking with their doctors.